A Little Life is often called trauma porn. Critics say Hanya Yanagihara piles suffering on her protagonist until it becomes grotesque, gratuitous, manipulative. They're not entirely wrong about the facts. The book contains more horror than most readers can comfortably process. But they're wrong about what she's doing. The novel follows 4 college friends in New York: JB, an artist; Malcolm, an architect; Willem, an actor; and Jude, a lawyer whose past is a locked room. For hundreds of pages, we orbit that room. We know something terrible happened. We don't know what. Yanagihara makes us wait, because the waiting is the point. This is how the people who love Jude experience him too. When the revelations come, they're almost unbearable. Institutional abuse, trafficking, violence that compounds and compounds. Readers who abandon the book here aren't weak. They're responding to something real. Yanagihara isn't flinching from human cruelty. She's documenting it with the precision of a coroner. But here's what the trauma porn reading misses. The suffering isn't the thesis. It's the experimental condition. Yanagihara has constructed a rigorous test. She's asking, what can love actually do? If someone has been thoroughly, systematically broken, not damaged, not hurt, but broken, can other people put them back together? The book surrounds Jude with love. Willem, who becomes his partner, is almost impossibly patient and devoted. Harold, who adopts him as an adult, offers the parental stability he never had. His friends show up, again and again, through every crisis. Yanagihara isn't stingy with the good. She gives Jude everything. Career success. A beautiful apartment. People who would do anything for him. And it's not enough. That's the devastating answer. Not because the love isn't real, or isn't given freely, or isn't received. Jude knows he's loved. He believes it, in whatever way he can. But the damage was done too early, too completely. The neural pathways were set before anyone kind ever reached him. Love can sustain him. It cannot repair him. This is what separates A Little Life from ordinary misery lit. Yanagihara isn't interested in redemption arcs or healing journeys. She's interested in the truth, which is that some wounds don't close. Some people survive without recovering, and the people who love them have to live with that, with the limits of what their love can do. Willem's death, when it comes, isn't punishment. It's the removal of the one variable keeping the experiment stable. Without Willem, we see clearly what was always true. Jude was never going to be okay. He was being held together by external force. The love wasn't healing him. It was a splint on a fracture that never set. The ending is controversial. Readers want Harold to save him. They want the years of friendship and care to matter in a way that changes the outcome. But Yanagihara refuses to offer that comfort. She's written over 800 pages to arrive at a single, unbearable conclusion. You can love someone completely and still lose them to what happened before you met. I think the anger at this book is partly anger at that conclusion. We want to believe in the redemptive power of love, that enough patience, enough presence, enough devotion can undo damage. Yanagihara says, sometimes it can't. Sometimes the person you love is carrying something that will outlast your love, and you love them anyway, knowing that. That's not cruelty. That's honesty. A Little Life is long and difficult and genuinely painful to read. But beneath the suffering is a book about the bravery of loving someone you can't save, and the quiet tragedy of being loved by people who want to save you and can't.